Hi guys, it's Shamsa and welcome back to another video. Now the recipe that I'm about to share with you all today is my amazing lamb biryani recipe. This is honestly the best biryani you can make at home. It's so easy to follow and it just requires all the ingredients that we have readily available in our kitchens. So let me run through what you need and then we'll start cooking. So the ingredients you're going to need is 1 cup of clarified butter. Now if you don't have this you can use oil, but clarified butter does give the biryani that extra depth of flavour. Now if you wish to make this, I do have a video on how I make my clarified butter which I'll link in the description box for you guys. I've also got lamb on the bone, which is the shoulder, and I've had that cut into medium pieces. I've got 3 cups of basmati rice which I've measured out using my standard mug measurement. I've got 3 large onions which are finely sliced. I've got 1 cup of yogurt and I've got 4 fresh tomatoes which I finely chopped, and I have 1.5 teaspoons of the following ingredients: salt, chili powder, and I've got a teaspoon of the following: turmeric powder and coriander powder, and I've got 1.5 pieces of frozen ginger and garlic each, and the following whole spices. I've got 3 bay leaves, 2 cinnamon sticks the size of my thumb, I've got 3 black cardamom pods, I've got 4 green cardamom pods, and I've got half a teaspoon of whole cloves and black peppercorns, and I've got 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, and I've also got yellow food colouring. This is optional, you can leave this out, but it will add that colour to the dish. And I've also got 4 bullet chilies here, again optional. If you wish to leave them out you can do. And I've got fresh coriander and mint here to garnish right at the end when we layer the biryani up. So let's start cooking. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to marinate the meat, and I'm just going to start by adding that into a bigger bowl, to which I'm just going to add the yogurt straight in, all of it. And then I'm going to add the salt, the chili powder, the turmeric powder, and the coriander powder. And I'm going to mix that so it's all nicely combined. And I'm just going to set this aside. And what the yogurt will do is it will help to tenderize the meat. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our clarified butter into a pot that's nice and hot and just allow that to melt down. And to that I'm going to add my whole spices straight in. And we're just going to fry them for about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to add the onions into this. And we're going to fry these until this is nice and golden brown. Right guys, the onions are now nice and lightly browned, and to that I'm going to add my meat marinade. So straight in with that. Just make sure you take off all of that yogurt mix and add that straight in. And then just give it a mix. And then I'm going to throw in all of the tomatoes, just like that. Turn my heat settings to a medium setting. Once that's nicely mixed, I'm just going to allow it to come up to the heat, and then on a medium heat setting I'm just going to pop the lid on and let that cook away for about 25 to 30 minutes, and I'll check up on it in between as well, just to give it the odd stir to see if it's not sticking at the bottom. So I will let you know how that looks in 30 minutes. Oops, totally forgot to add the ginger garlic into this. So in with the ginger and the garlic, and just give it a mix. Now lid on, and see you guys in 30 minutes. Right guys, this has been cooking away now for 30 minutes, and I'm just going to remove the lid to show you how it looks. And I've not added any water into this. This is the juices from the tomatoes that we've added. And I'm going to turn my settings to high. And I'm going to cook this until all of that water is almost gone. And that's going to roughly take around 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'll show you once that's done. Right guys, this has been cooking away for 15 minutes, and you can see now it's like a really thick masala with those lamb pieces. And I've been adding small amounts of water into this as well, just to prevent it from sticking. And you can see it's nice and thick. The oil has started to separate and come to the surface. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to bun this now for 10 minutes, a further 10 minutes. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go soak my rice for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll boil the rice and layer the biryani up. Right guys, after 10 minutes of me bunning this, this is how it looks. And honest to God, it smells phenomenal. That clarified butter that we added, it just takes this dish to the next level. You know, the smell of it is just desi ghee, absolutely brilliant. Right, we're going to finish this dish off by adding the green chilies. I've just sliced them all the way up, so we're going to add that in and just give that a quick stir. And we're going to add 1 cup of boiled water into this and just let it come up to the heat. And that just will allow the biryani to be slightly saucy and not dry, because that's what you want. There's nothing worse than having a really dry sort of like biryani. So I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes just to sort of like heat through. And that is perfect. So you can see the oil that's on the surface. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the heat off and remove that from the heat. And then I'm going to boil the rice now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat my oven to 185 degrees Celsius, because I'm going to give them in the oven. And then I'm going to add 2 kettles of boiled water into this. And then just let that come up to the boil again. Okay, so now that the water's come up to the boil, I'm just going to add in the cumin seeds. And then I'm going to add the rice into that. And we're going to half cook this. So just give that a stir. Just pop the lid on and I'll show you once it's done. So guys, this is now done. I'm just going to turn the heat off. And again, to check, all you need to do is just grab yourself a grain of rice and just break it. And if it breaks in half, it's done. So let me just go drain this. Right guys, it's time to layer the biryani now. And I've got my chopped mint and coriander all mixed up in a bowl. And I've also got less than 1/4 teaspoon of yellow food colouring, which I've mixed with warm water to put onto the rice. So all I'm going to do is I've just brought the lamb mix up to the heat again, and I'm just going to add the rice just over that. That was pretty easy. And then just flatten it out, make sure you get all the rice off like that, and just flatten that out. And then I'm going to take a good handful of this and just place that on top like that. You want quite a fair bit as well, because you want to, I'll actually use all of it. That's probably 2 good handfuls that I've added into that. And then just top it with the yellow food colouring, just all over like that. And pop the lid on, and then pop that into your preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll show you how that looks once it's done. Right guys, I've just taken this out of the oven. It's piping hot, so just remember to use a tea towel when taking the lid off and the handles. Just pop that to the side, just grab hold of that, and I'm just going to break the dam and just bring everything from the bottom to the top. Oh, look at that. Wow, it smells amazing. And I'm just going to make sure I do that gently, just mix everything together, all that sauce from the bottom, the lamb pieces. Wow. Look at that. Just turn it around this way, sorry. There's chunks of that lamb. Smells totally aromatic. So there you have it guys, my lamb biryani is ready, and let me plate this up and show you exactly how it is. Okay guys, my biryani is all plated up, and now I'm going to try this and tell you guys exactly how it is. And it smells out of this world. Just look at that colour on it. Oh, let me see now. Oh my god, that is the best thing ever. Wow, you can honestly taste every single spice that I've added in that, no lie. Cardamom pods, the black peppercorns, all of that flavour that biryani's taken up, that masala has taken up, and that was transferred into that rice. God, you've got to make this. I'm telling you that now, you've got to make this. And the meat is super tender. Literally just falls off. Doesn't even need me to pull a tug at it. Wow. Oh my god, that lamb is gorgeous. Guys, this one you have to make. It is honestly the best biryani ever that you'll ever eat, which is made by yourselves at home. Now, I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you have done and you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Now, hit that bell button as well, because you'll never ever miss a new video ever. And I will be back again with recipes like these that you're going to enjoy making and eating with family and friends. Till next time, take care and happy eating.